So I can change the access how I can write the same thing here, exact same here. I can just copy this and I can pass it here. And in after you have passed the list, you have to just say access equals to, you have to say 1. But when I said access set to 1, you can glue all these data frames row column wise. So you can see that we have concatenated all these things. We can actually see more than one example in merging. We can create a, you know, a rather complex merges also. How to do that? Hey guys, welcome to our channel Coders Arcade. This is Ashank David, and in today's video, we are going to talk about merging, joining, and concatenating in Pandas. So in the previous video, if you haven't watched our previous video was about group by, Pandas group by, where we learned how we can group by different things using a group by object, and I can perform some aggregate functions on it. So if you haven't watched that video yet, I will give the link in the description below as well as in the I button so that you can go ahead and watch that video also. So let's continue about our first topic. But before I start this topic, I would like to request you people to please like, share, and subscribe to our channel Coders Arcade, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you won't miss any future updates. So without any further ado, let's get right into the topic. Okay, so here, as you can see, I have created this notebook for today's lecture. It is going to be about merging, joining, and concatenating. So when it comes to merging, joining, and concatenating, what do you mean by this? See, we can merge our data frames, we can join our data frames, and we can concatenate our data frames. So there are three ways of combining data frames together: merging, joining, and concatenating. In this lecture, we'll learn about these three methods with examples. So I've already created some demo examples so that I don't have to waste time in typing all of these data frames in front of you in the video. I've already imported my pandas library, and I have already created def1, df1, df2, and df3, and I've printed that df1, df2, and df3 in this case. Right, so these are some of the examples that how the data frames are created. As you can see here, we have created a dictionary, and in that dictionary the key value is a and the value is this, and the key again, the second key is b, the values are this, and so on, c and d also with the indexes here given. So when we create this data frame, it looks like this: a b c d are the column names, 0 1 2 3 as we have given here are the indexes, and the data is taken from the value of the keys value pair. Okay, so now similarly, we have created df2, data frame 2, and data frame 3 in this case, and you can see that I have printed it. Now we are going to talk about the first operation onto it, which is concatenation, and we are going to talk about how concatenation works. So basically, concatenation basically glues the data frames and keeps in mind that the dimension should be along the axis you are concatenating on. You can also use pd.concat and pass in a list of data frames to concatenate together. All right. So basically, we are gonna glue these two different data frames that we have created. Let's say df1, df2, df3. We can glue all of these three data frames into one form, and using concatenation, I can do that. So to do that, as we can see, I have already written you have to use pd.concat, and to use that, I'm gonna write here pd dot, I can say concatenate. So concat, and in the brackets on the parentheses, I will pass the list of the data frames. So I said df1, comma, I can say df2, comma, I can say df3. And this is gonna concatenate like this. So by default, the axis is set to 0. And because axis is set to 0, now you can see that row wise it is happening. So all the three data frames are actually glued together in the row manner. So you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and so on. It automatically takes it, and it glues all the data frames like this one by one in a vertical fashion. Now you can also do it by changing the axis as well. So I can change the axis how I can write the same thing here, exact same here. I can just copy this and I can paste it here. And in after you have passed the list, you have to just say access equals to, you have to say 1. And well, I did not show you the signature of this function, right? So here, this function concat takes the object that is iterable, that can be the data frames in this case, and then the axis. Axis is by default set to 0, which means a row. But when I set axis set to 1, you can glue all these data frames row column wise. So you can see that we have concatenated all these things, but because of the lack of data, it did not know what to print in the other parts of this matrix. So it printed NaN, missing data. Now you can handle this kind of missing data from our previous to previous video that I've created, that is pandas missing data. So if you haven't watched that yet, I'll recommend that to see that, and you will understand how missing data can be handled in pandas data frame. So this is your concatenation. I hope this is very much clear, right? Next is going to be, I have created some other examples also, and we have created left and right. And with these two data frames that I've created, we are going to do merging. Okay, so there you go. We have merging. So what is merging? Merging allows you to merge the data frame together using the similar logic as merging SQL tables together. Okay, so we'll see. As like how you merge the SQL tables automatically with the key value pair, with the keys here, it will match the keys like K0, K0, K1, K1, and we can merge the two different data sets and data frames, and we can allow to create a newer data frame. How you can do that? So I'm gonna to merge this, I'm gonna use, there's a command called as pd for pandas dot, I'm gonna say merge, and I'm going to say merge like this, and here you can pass, if I see the signature of this function, it takes the left data frame and it takes the right data frame. So I can pass here just the exact data frames that I've created, left and the right data frame. I can pass left. Let me just first run this so that it takes, okay, first I'll run this, then I'll run this, and then I'll run this, and then I can pass this left and comma, I can pass this right, and this way it will merge both the data frames. But here one more thing that you need to keep in mind is, when you see here, it takes more than two parameters. So you can see how it says, how you want to do inner merge, you want to do outer merge. So you can see it here, you can see how we can take left, right. So you can say from the left side, use only left from left frames, similar to SQL left outer join, and right similar to right outer join. You can merge it like that. So how you can give left or right, or you can give outer, or you can use inner. So intersection of the keys from both the frames, similar to SQL inner join, and cross, which creates a Cartesian product from both the frames. Let us try how, and say equals to, um, let's say inner. So if I give here inner, the inner is going to be in a string, right? So I'm going to say here inner, and I need to pass, we'll see, I want a, you can see on, on will tell from where actually want to. I can pass key onto that on, and it will allow me to merge the two data frames on the key. It's like that. So on the key, I can say on equals to, I can say key. Key has to be inside the string like that. And if you now run this, you can see that it merged these two data frames on the keys. So it looked up to the keys, and according to the keys, it merged both the data frames. So A, B, C, D, A0, B0, C0, D0. So here the left one had A0 and B0, the right one had C0 and D0 on key 0, and similarly key 0 we have A0 and B0. So it merged on the particular key. This way we will be able to do merging as well. Okay. We can actually see more than one example in merging. We can create a, you know, a rather complex merges also. How to do that? You can simply merge it like this also. PD dot merge, and here you can pass not only left and right, but also you can give on as a list of, let's say, specific keys, key 1 and key 2, if I say. So I have key one, key two, right? So in this newer data frames, newer data set that I have created here, I can pass here key one and key two, but key one and key two has to be string types. Key one and key two, I can say this also has to be a string type. And when I merge it, you can see that on key one and key two, automatically key one and key two are taken and the data is merged onto it according to the data. You can see that there are different sets of data, and you have set all the data from it and created this output. You understood this? I hope this is very much clear. We can do something like this also. I can say pd dot merge, and here I can say we have already provided on. I can also provide how. Okay, so I can say how, and here I will pass equals to, I can say, let's say outer, which will make the outer join like this, and the missing values, because we have not enough data into, we don't have much enough data into the data frame, so it is not able to accurately merge it. But well, this is how you can do. There are multiple ways now. You can provide a lot more things. Okay, we can see different ways. You can say how as a right also, and that is gonna move it into the right hand side of the data frame, and according to that you can do. Okay, same thing we can do it on left also, so you can see that how it works. Okay, so this is how you can merge two different data frames in pandas like this using merging function. Okay. Last, what is joining? So here you can see, if I want to joining is convenient method for combining the columns of two potentially different indexed data frames into a single result data frame. So for example, here you can see we have A, which has A0, A1, A2. We have B, which has B0, B1, and B2. We have index K0, K1, and K2. Similarly, for C, C0, C2, you can see, and C3, because here in the index I was given K0 and K2 instead of K1 here. Okay, so you can efficiently join these two different data sets on the left and right by using join. So I can here first, I have to, if I want to join, I can say here first I'll run this so that it recognizes the left and right, and I can say here left, I can say dot, I can say join, and here I can pass the right, which will join left with the right. Okay, so when I do this, you can see that it joined the left data frame with the right data frame like this. Okay, so you can see that K0, K1, and K2. Now K3 was not taken because it was an extra one for the right one. But when you do the opposite of this, so we can say here a right dot join, and if I pass here left, then you can see that K3 is taken, but there is no enough data into this. Similarly, we don't have enough data here as well in order to do this job. And that is how you can do joining. I hope this is very much clear. That's it for this video, guys. This is how you can do merging, concatenating, and joining. Okay. So we understood how merging will work. So we created the data frames. We did the concatenation of those two data frames. Then we did merging of different data frames with the different examples. And at last we understood about joining. And this is how pandas, merging, concatenating, and joining works. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you have liked this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask us in the comment section below. And we are definitely gonna come across with your comments, and we are going to help you out with your doubts. If you like this video, give us the thumbs up, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel again. And don't forget to press the bell icon so that you won't miss any future updates. Well, this is Ashank, and I'll see you guys in the next video. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.